So hello guys, it's Kriint and welcome to a speed beat, because let me tell you, if it was a regular beat, nobody would watch it. It took me 4 freaking hours to build it. It's a modern house and it obviously matches the rest of the Newcrest buildings that I made. It has 3 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms and a quite nice, if I might say so, family patio area. I used get to work luxury stuff pack and perfect patio items to furnish it. So let's jump to the house. I'm currently building the entrance of the house that I kept fairly simple, mainly because I didn't know what else to put there, but I think it turned out pretty decent. You will notice that I jumped straight to decorating and not figuring out how I want to look from the outside and the room layout, which I regret later on in the video that you will see in moments of time. So at this point I actually realized that I probably should make the house look less boxy and at least make a first shape on how I want the house to look when it's done. The stairs quite trapped me on where I would like them, so I didn't want them to take much space. But you might think that this didn't last for long. I jumped quickly into making the kitchen area after I put some lightings in the ceiling so I can see what I'm actually doing. So the kitchen took me a while. It was probably the most time-consuming room that I made in this house because I had this great idea to make a huge kitchen for a big family. I had also this great idea to put a microwave in the wall, as you know, most houses. But yeah, this idea sank faster than Titanic. Because at first I learned that you can't put anywhere where you want. Spoiler alert, move objects doesn't work on everything. And then after putting it on the countertop, I just didn't like the weird gap on the wall. It was just looking stupid. This made me quite sad at this point, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with the kitchen. So I thought, how many members can I fit back in the house? So I went back and figuring out the layout of the house, which I should have probably done in the very first place. So I start cleaning with the kitchen again, a big one with an island in the middle, 1 fridge but 2 ovens, opposite as I firstly wanted it, but whatever, it was looking good. So the kitchen now has starting to get the final form. I'm putting a few details and changing the wallpapers. Oh, don't even get me started on the wallpapers. And then I made the dining room. I kept it fairly simple because, let's be honest, nobody has time to eat in the dining room, except maybe for weekends and celebrations. So here I am putting plenty of details around this room to give it more of a home feel and less like a showroom. So I wanted to put something on that wall because it was looking too blank and I didn't really like any of those paintings because they mostly scream classic and traditional and less modern. So this is why I decided that here lives a scientist, because I liked all those paintings, poster thingies, I don't remember how they're actually called. But I thought they were pretty cool looking. The racks quite round for a while, as well as the wallpaper and the floor. I didn't know what I wanted. But after choosing the wallpaper, I wasn't pleased with the island counters, how they actually looked, so I tried to place them more in the center of the room so it would look better and more symmetrical. And we finally changed room! Hooray! In the living room I kept the same color scheme as the rest of the house, and I made it to at least have some pop of color in it. I also put those book cases in the wall, which I thought they were looking pretty cool, and they were filling the blank wall, although I'm not 100% sure that museums can actually use them, but you know, for decorating purposes. Putting again some details here and there, painting the walls, fun stuff, putting a few more details, columns and thingies around, and we're mostly done with the base floor, the first floor, but we'll come again soon, you will see. So again lighting the whole space so we can see what I'm actually doing, few doors here and there, because I hear that Sims really want to enter few rooms. And we start with the teenage bedroom. I gave a quite natural color scheme to it, but it's pretty messy as he's a teenager boy. Not to say that I was less messy as a teenager. Clutter here and there, some clothes on the floor, he has a frog to his room because he's cool like that, he plays guitar, at least tries. Again, taking a huge amount of time to find one item that I was looking at the catalog. Fun moments in the video we're having. I put a few more details here and there to make the room look even messier. His bathroom now is pretty simple, as well as the kids' bathroom and the one on the upper floor. Nothing super fancy, not many details, just bathrooms, to shower and stuff. Well, speaking for so many needs, it's kinda more difficult than I thought. Trying to find a wallpaper that doesn't look so much like a pub toilet was a hard job. So in the kids' bedroom now, there are twins, 1 boy and 1 girl. They split the room because there was not enough room for 4 bedrooms basically. That's the main reason. Adding again a few details here and there, nothing super fancy, pretty basic stuff. I made a cute toy corner where they have all the toys stuck. Not sure if they can reach them, at least every single one of them, but it gave a nice character to the room. Plenty stickers on the wall, few of them actually going to change place later because I was so smart that I haven't placed any windows. And I didn't really like that dungeon feel to the rooms in general to the house. Also, this house has a great view if you place it to Newcrest. Again, pretty basic stuff for this bathroom too. Nothing super fancy, but the master bedroom, it's quite extraordinary. Bathroom actually, did I say bedroom? So the master bedroom now is the second room that trapped me. I changed not only the color of the furniture, which I thought was hideous, but the position of the furniture as well. And the wallpapers in this room were a completely nightmare. I didn't like anything as an accent wall color, and I ended up changing the wallpapers of the entire house because of this room. And yet again, I'm not 100% sure that I'm pleased with how it looks. This room just didn't want to cooperate with me. At first I wanted this not natural, I don't know, because you don't want your room to look pink. No man would like to sleep there and feel like a princess. After putting the small details here and there, you can see me travel with the wallpapers. So fun, you can't even imagine. So here I go changing all the wallpapers of the house and trying to find something that doesn't look like crap. Honestly, the colors though. Ugh. So actually at the master bathroom, I first tried to make it match the bedroom, which just didn't happen because there was no color matching this color scheme of the bedroom. So I made everything black, nice and clean. And this is the main reason that made me change the color of the room to thank God actually. The room will look kinda better, you will see. Some details here and there, changing the room color so it will look better, then trying to find a nice accent wall. I actually convinced myself that this red one looks the best in this little bathroom column thingy there. So I painted and never looked back, painting the rest of the house, putting some lights so your sim can actually see and not trip 80% of the time. I don't know, but I feel it's quite important to have lights. Being clumsy myself, I always prefer lights rather than no lights. Actually, here we go to the top level. You see this nice gym room that I'm making? You like it? I liked it too. I thought it was so cool and neat with its rack, the full mirror wall, the inspirational poster that I put, and the other gym-like posters for those guys at the weights, those super pumped guys with those extra big muscles. This beautiful matching wallpaper that you see that I put, work of art. Also the bathroom next to it, so beautiful, that I'm currently building, but I actually had to say goodbye to it. I didn't want to see it go. See, that's why you made first the room, the house shape and and then your friends it's so stupid. So let's move to the playroom before I start crying. So this is more of a family entertainment room with a computer, a second TV, for those times that you argue what you will see at the TV. He wants to see the football, you want to see Real Housewives, and you're fighting about the TV remote. Yeah, those moments. A motion simulator thingy in the card table, fun for every age. Not really, kids can play. I made also a corner for the scientist father to do all his scientist stuff. I don't know, I never played as a scientist in this game. Putting some lights, painting the walls. And here's the moment that we have to say goodbye to this beautiful gym. Oh well, stupid, it's so hard to say bye. And finally, the inside is complete. It's time to make the outside look less boxy and blank. As I said in the beginning, they kept the same color scheme as the rest of the town buildings, grey, white, brown. I really like it, and the rest of the Newcrest buildings that I will make will have the same color scheme. I made some areas as balconies, which have an awesome view of the town and was amazed by it. The bottom balcony is only accessible by the master room. Well, it's actually going to be. For now, none of those are. I was trying to find a roof that actually works for me because I didn't want to use the same one that I used to the community buildings. I want to be more home-like and match the rest of the town. I'm putting a few final details on the outside, and I make the top balcony open at the top with few fences and flowers, I don't know how it's called, which actually looks pretty good and gives a nice touch to the entire door area. But it took me a while to find the shape that I like. I'm adding a few roof trims and such to give it more detail, trying to find out what trims and where to put them. After 3 hours, I decided that I should, put some windows in the house to make it more like a house, which actually caused having to move plenty of stuff around. Because the mirrors were in the way, the wall stickers at the kids' bedroom were in the way, anyone from the inside had a clear vision on what are you doing to your bathroom, and if you think it must stay private, at least this is what I think. I mean, if you think something else, that's okay with me, but I like to keep things private. I thought putting some curtains would be a better idea, but nope, all the curtains sucked. So, no curtains, clear view for you and the people outdoors. So, you better be careful on what are you doing in those rooms. And I think that's all after fixing and adding a few final details here and there. And we finally come to the patio area. I plop a hot tub, which finally kids can actually use. Thanks, cats, can we have seasons now too? I firstly went with a bar, but then I was like, when you have kids in your house, you really want to have a bar or a big table and all the relatives can come over. So I went with a table and the barbecue area for Sunday fundays, lunches in the patio and things. And I put those extra awesome little floor stars. I love them so much, they're so cool, I can't wait to use them more. Few lights to have vision, an outside trash can, which I always forget to put. And I went with a nice wood thingy for floor, which I gave a nice elegant touch. And we're probably coming to an end. After painting the grass, adding some trees and bushes to make it more realistic, I would actually like to thank you for checking out this build. I hope you enjoyed it and liked this house. I can't wait to hear for your feedback on the house and on my poor editing skills. I'll put a link in the screen and one down below if you want to download it, or you can find it through the gallery by searching my username. All of you rock. I'll leave you with a few screenshots of the house so you can actually see everything a little bit better. Have an awesome day and take care.